The Dybbuk box is one of the creepiest and most bone-chilling artifacts that is said to be cursed. It is a wine cabinet that allegedly contains one of the most notorious and malevolent spirits in Jewish mythology, the Dybbuk. The box is believed to carry a strange curse and haunt its owners with unexplainable events, giving its owner vicious nightmares, mumbling out demonic names, opening and closing on its own, and even causing paralysis. The Dybbuk box is popular as it is for a reason. It has even made many appearances in the entertainment media due to its cultural significance. Let's find out more about the terrifying stories attached to this box. The Dybbuk box came under the spotlight back in 2003, when the owner of the box, Kevin Mannis, auctioned this haunted artifact on eBay, claiming it to be the home of the notorious devil Dybbuk. The post quickly got attention and went viral since the unique and rare artifact made people curious. Kevin wrote a whole description of the bizarre and unexplainable events caused by the Dybbuk box. Back in 2001, Kevin Mannis was exploring an estate sale where he was captivated by this old wine cabinet. The estate sale was organized by the granddaughter of a 103-year-old Polish woman named Havela. She was a Holocaust survivor who had escaped from Poland to Spain. Since Kevin was intrigued by the cabinet, Havela's granddaughter explained that this is a valuable cabinet, as her grandmother had found it in Spain along with two other things, a steamer trunk and a sewing box. Havela would always refer to the wine cabinet as a Dybbuk box and keep it in a place that was out of reach. She also kept the cabinet with her until she passed away. The granddaughter also told Kevin that growing up, they were never allowed to touch or open the cabinet. She would often ask her grandmother why this box isn't allowed to be opened, to which Havela would always answer Dybbuk and not explain any further. She would spit 3 times after saying this name. Kevin had opened the cabinet, which caused the demon trapped inside to be released, and that's when the hauntings began. According to him, the bad luck caused by the Dybbuk box was so strong that the moment he bought it, mysterious things started happening to him. Kevin's antique shop got invaded on the same day he bought the cabinet. Kevin got a call from his salesperson, crying hysterically and saying that the shop had been intruded upon by someone. Upon reaching his shop, Kevin found no one that could invade as the shop was locked, but everything was shattered in his basement, which didn't make any sense. Even the salesperson that worked in his shop was terrified to such an extent that she never returned to work, nor did she explain what she saw that day. Kevin decided to open the cabinet and give it a good cleaning, as he aimed to give the cabinet to his mother. He wasn't sure at the time that this strange incident was related to the cabinet and decided to give it to his mother anyway. Upon opening the cabinet, Kevin discovered strange items that didn't make any sense. Inside the vintage cabinet were a 1925 and a 1928 U.S. wheat penny, a small lock of blonde hair along with another small lock of black or brown hair, a granite statue engraved and gilded with Hebrew letters that read Shalom, a dried rosebud, a golden wine cup, and a black cast iron candlestick holder with the legs of an octopus. The items were bizarre and gave the impression that they were used to cast a spell or summon a demon. Despite all of the strange items inside the box, Kevin cleaned the wine cabinet and gave it to his mother on her birthday. Giving the wine cabinet turned out to be the worst idea, because the moment he gave it as a gift to his mother, her health started to deteriorate. Her condition got so bad that he had to take her to the hospital in an ambulance, and later, her mother was diagnosed with partial paralysis. The cabinet went from Kevin's mother to his sister, who also returned it a few days later, saying that the doors of the cabinet open and shut on their own, and that sometimes whispering voices can be heard coming from within the box. The cabinet would always end up with Kevin, no matter how much he gave it away to his family. The bizarre events slowly turned into a haunting when Kevin started to experience terrifying nightmares. In his nightmares, he would see a hag that would torture him. His house would also smell like cat urine despite having no pets, which was strange. The nightmares had begun to get so severe with every passing day that eventually Kevin decided to get rid of this item and auctioned it on eBay. The auction was won by Iosif Nietzke with $140, but was auctioned again after 8 months since the new owner claimed that the Dybbuk box did pretty messed up things with him as well. The cabinet doors would open and shut on their own, along with a strange smell coming from within the box. Throughout the years, the Dybbuk box has changed hands, but each new owner experiences a terrifying series of events and nightmares that make them want to get rid of this terrifying artifact. Eventually, the box was listed again on eBay, and this time, the bid was won by Jason Haxton. If you're enjoying the content so far, then consider liking the video and subscribing. But just like every owner, Jason also experienced unexplainable paranormal episodes as he received the cabinet in the mail. Jason describes the first moment he held the cabinet as quite strange. He felt that the cabinet collapsed in his hand in a liquid state, but this was just the beginning. Jason started to get extreme nightmares that would keep him up all night. In his terrifying nightmares, he would see himself getting teased and tortured by a demon disguised as a hag. The nightmares were pretty similar to the ones all of the previous owners had experienced. Jason described that he would feel like a sharp knife was coming into his gut and that it would cause him to feel like he was paralyzed for several minutes. Jason also wrote an entire book called The Dybbuk Box in 2011, in which he explains all of the paranormal experiences that he faced after getting in touch with a demon trapped in a wine cabinet. The book gained a lot of popularity. The Dybbuk box was also featured in the 2012 popular movie The Possession, directed by Sam Raimi, who also directed the popular Evil Dead series. The film was based on the true events surrounding the box, and it has become a popular source of fascination for many paranormal enthusiasts. In 2016, Jason Haxton donated the Dybbuk box to the Zach's Bagans Haunted Museum, and due to this, the Dybbuk box was displayed to the public. Many paranormal investigators also visited the cursed object and experienced paranormal episodes, which also made them believe that the box contains an authentic and malevolent entity capable of inflicting harm on those who come into contact with it. Since we discussed the cursed artifact, let's talk about the demonic entity Dybbuk that is trapped inside the wine cabinet. The Hebrew word Dybbuk means to adhere or to cling, which pretty much describes the nature of these demonic spirits. In Jewish folklore, a Dybbuk, also called Dybbuk, is a demon that likes to attach itself to its demon with the aim to haunt and eventually possess them. This malicious spirit is believed to be the soul of a dead person that has not moved on to the afterlife, and instead latches onto the living, causing mental illness, talks through the mouth of its victim, and represents a separate and alien personality. It is a popular notion in Jewish folklore that the living must fulfill their destiny by reaching the afterlife, and if this doesn't happen, the wandering dead soul then looks for a host and possesses it. The malicious demon is exorcised by the rabbi, a religious person significant in the Jewish religion. To this day, the Dybbuk box remains one of the most mysterious and terrifying objects in paranormal history. Its alleged hauntings continue to intrigue and terrify those who come into its presence. The Dybbuk box is indeed one of the most mysterious artifacts out there, and it has many people divided. But the fact that it made each and every owner go through some sort of physical or emotional distress shows how powerful this box is. The Jewish demon that is latched onto the box cannot be separated easily. It now resides in the dark corners of the Zach's Bagans Haunted Museum, where people occasionally glance at it with fear and agitation, and ultimately walking away to avoid provoking the spirits within the box. That's it for today. What did you think of the box? Is it as terrifying as people make it out to be, or is it not something to be afraid of? Let us know in the comments section below. Like if you found this video interesting, and we will see you guys soon with more strange and unusual horror stories. Till then, take care.